contract with it, all I could do was ignore their eye rolls and head back to my seat with a cold face. Only I knew that this white snake everyone wanted so badly would turn into dead weight in just half a month. But looking at Lucy, something clicked. The moment she gave up the white snake and fought me for the black bear, I knew it. Just like me, she'd been reborn. In my last life, Lucy picked the white snake, and I could only bond with the black bear nobody wanted. Then, half a month later, the ice apocalypse arrived. The whole world dropped into absolute sub-zero hell at minus 50 degrees, and Earth basically turned into a giant freezer. Compared to other spirit beasts with mixed bloodlines, the noble white snake needed a much longer growth cycle. By the time the apocalypse hit, it was still a useless little thing that could only absorb spiritual energy. It froze to death on the very first day. But my black bear, under my careful care, had already reached adulthood and awakened its talent-sharing ability. At minus 50 degrees, it shared its cold resistance skill with me, which made me the least likely person in the apocalypse to freeze to death. I joined the school's awakened squad to search for supplies. Along the way, Lucy kept trying to get the black bear to cancel its contract with me and become her bonded beast instead, but it refused every time. After getting rejected over and over, Lucy snapped. People said that if you ate black bear meat, you could gain the same resistance to the cold. So on another supply run, Lucy joined forces with the others, killed me and my bear, and in that world where people ate whatever they could to survive, we became their next meal. I stared coldly at the black bear in Lucy's arms. In my last life, that bear and I were incredibly close. We trusted each other with our lives. I never thought that in this life, Lucy would steal the black bear away. I could accept losing the cold resistance skill, but the debt from my last life, that would be paid in blood. I was staring at the black bear in a daze when it suddenly looked back at me too. The moment our eyes met, the tiny cub, barely bigger than a toy, blinked at me twice. Not once, not 3 times, twice. Joy surged through me, because 2 blinks was our secret signal from my last life. It meant, don't worry. From how I tried to hold on to the black bear earlier, it had already figured out that I was reborn too. And now, with the same signal, it was telling me that it had come back as well. At that point, I couldn't help giving Lucy a look that basically said, good luck. Just because a black bear looks honest and harmless doesn't mean it's actually calm and gentle. This one was scheming to the core. While I was silently exchanging urgent looks with the black bear, something cool suddenly pressed against my mouth. I looked down and realized my useless little spoiled princess of a white snake, gorgeous but good for nothing, was awake. I'm not useless. A cold, arrogant voice rang out in my head. And another thing, human, don't look at that dark, ugly thing. I poked the little white snake on the head with my other hand. Wait, you're talking? The little white snake proudly lifted its head and lazily curled around my palm. At that point, I felt like calling it a spoiled little princess instead of a white snake. My name is Anna, and if you want, human, you may call me your majesty. I flicked its tail. You're such a little edgelord. Who taught you to talk like that? Up at the podium, the teacher started explaining how to draw the contract formation. Most spirit beasts are contracted by humans. Beast clans are naturally proud. They're relatively gentle when they're young, but only a tiny few will ever take the initiative to form a contract with a human they like. After going over the rules, the class started trying to form contracts with their own spirit beasts, except for me. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I never would have believed that I got forcibly contracted by the noble descendant